If you're watching this, you've probably spent hours highlighting textbooks, rereading notes, and still felt like you weren't prepared for your exams. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Most of us have been taught to study the wrong way, and it's costing us our time and our grades. Let's expose the truth about studying and fix it before it's too late. So, what are we all doing wrong? There are 3 big mistakes almost every student makes. First, passive rereading and highlighting. You know the drill. You cover your textbook in neon yellow, thinking you're absorbing it all. But science tells us this method gives you a measly 10% retention rate. It creates a dangerous illusion of knowing the material, but when the exam comes, your mind goes blank. The second mistake is the classic all-nighter, the last-minute cram session. We've all been there, fueled by caffeine and panic. Sure, you might remember enough to pass the test the next day, but what happens a week later? It's all gone. Your brain treats that crammed information like junk mail. It recognizes it as temporary and throws it straight into the trash. Real learning isn't a sprint. It's a marathon. And the third mistake is passive studying. This is when you just sit and watch a lecture or read a chapter without actively engaging. You're a spectator, not a player. Your brain isn't being challenged, so nothing sticks. You might as well be watching a movie. So how do we actually make information stick? The secret lies in the learning pyramid. It shows that passive methods like reading or listening result in only 5 to 10% retention. But look at the bottom of the pyramid. Active methods like practicing what you've learned and teaching it to others can boost your retention up to an incredible 90%. The goal is to stop being a passive consumer of information and become an active participant in your own learning. Here's how you do it. Step 1. Embrace active recall. Instead of just rereading your notes, close the book and try to recall the key concepts from memory. Write down everything you can remember. This simple act forces your brain to work, strengthening the neural pathways that store that information. A powerful active recall technique is the Feynman method. Pick a concept and try to explain it in the simplest terms possible, as if you were teaching it to a child. You'll quickly discover what you truly understand and where your knowledge gaps are. Filling those gaps is where the real learning happens. Self-quizzing is another fantastic tool. Create your own questions or use flashcards. This isn't about testing your grade. It's about training your brain to retrieve information on command. Step 2 is to master spaced repetition. Have you ever noticed how you forget things over time? That's the forgetting curve. Spaced repetition fights this by having you review material at increasing intervals. You review a topic right before you're about to forget it. For example, review it after 1 day, then 3 days, then a week, and so on. This tells your brain, hey, this is important, and locks it into your long-term memory. There are great apps like Anki that can automate this for you. It's way more efficient than cramming everything at once. But knowing these techniques isn't enough if you can't get yourself to actually do them. That's where building sustainable habits comes in. Let's be real. Motivation is fickle. So, let's use some psychological hacks to beat procrastination. First, the 2-minute rule. Feeling overwhelmed? Just commit to studying for 2 minutes. That's it. Anyone can study for 2 minutes. The funny thing is, starting is the hardest part. Once you begin, you'll often find yourself continuing for much longer. Next, try habit stacking. Link your new study habit to an existing one. For example, after I finish my morning coffee, I will review my flashcards for 15 minutes. This piggybacks the new behavior onto an automatic one, making it easier to stick. Finally, use the Pomodoro technique. Study in focused 25-minute bursts, followed by a 5-minute break. This keeps your mind fresh, prevents burnout, and makes long study sessions feel manageable. It's about working smarter, not harder. The biggest takeaway here is this: consistency will always beat intensity. A little bit of focused, active studying every day is infinitely more powerful than a frantic, all-night cram session once a month. Stop wasting your time with methods that don't work. Start studying the right way, with active recall, spaced repetition, and smart habits. You'll not only ace your exams, but build knowledge that will last a lifetime. Thanks so much for watching. If this video helped you rethink how you study, please hit that like button and subscribe to Story by Caring Guy for more tips to help you succeed. Let me know in the comments which technique you're going to try first. See you in the next one.